Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is C and I post financial and budgeting videos every single Friday. So if you want to follow me along my journey, please feel free to click that subscribe button down below and join the family. Comment below too if you are a new subscriber. I'd love to meet you guys down there. Okay guys, let's go ahead and get into this week. Okay, so this week is going to be very different from my normal weeks in terms of setup and how I budget. It is going to be quite different, and the reason being is that we are officially, guys, officially 1 whole month ahead of bills. So everything has changed completely because of that. Today we're going to be stuffing the tax return money and allocating that, and I'll kind of go over how I was able to get a month ahead because of all that. So I have my budget here in my bullet journal. Okay, so we are looking at my spread for the first paycheck out of 4 in April. If you guys are new here, I get paid every single Wednesday. So there are 4 Wednesdays in April, and that means I got 4 paychecks this month. So my incoming for this week, I got paid $533.52. However, like I said, I did get my tax return and I allocated that money in different ways. Technically, it wasn't really a tax return. What basically happened was I got like government assistance money from my layoff from my second job earlier in the year, and I thought I would have to pay it back. So I just kept hold of it, and it was $4,000. I got my taxes done. The guy said I didn't have to pay it. I only had to pay like $1,300. I don't fully trust that, so I paid the $1,300, and I'm keeping the rest of the money in sinking funds that if I end up needing to pay it at the end of the year, I haven't spent it. It's sitting there, but I moved the $1,300 to pay that bill, of course. Like I said, I moved $1,600 into my expenses checking account at my credit union. I have like a bunch of different checking accounts. I moved $1,600 into that account, and that is a full month of bills for me. And then I moved $500 into my school fund. And the rest of it is just coming out in cash to be put into my sinking funds with my paycheck for the week. So that's how I'm allocating that money. And I was always saving my bills at least 2 weeks ahead of time. So, if I was putting something on my budget for this week, it wouldn't actually run through my account for 2 more weeks. And I would actually just leave it in my checking account. I wouldn't take it out in cash. But now that I have a full month of bills in my checking account, I'm going to be taking out every single dollar from my paycheck and stuffing it so that I don't mix those two together, which is more exciting too because it's more money to handle and to put into these stuffing videos, which is more exciting anyways. For my breakdown this week, we're going to be putting my first installment of 3 for my rent away and $60 for my phone bill away. And those are for my May bills because I already have all of April sitting in my account. And then for spending, I want to take all the money that I have here and get a full month of spending for April set aside as well. It'd be all my bills for April ready to go and all of my spending for April ready to go. So in total, bills are going to be $360 this week that I'm pulling from here, and I'm also pulling $600 for all of April's spending also from here. And then because I get paid on Wednesdays and today is a Sunday when I'm filming this, I've already spent this week's gas and grocery. I pay this on a credit card every single week. So I'm going to go ahead after I'm allocating this aside and pull out $50 for this week's gas and $50 for this week's groceries and put it in my wallet to go back to the bank. Now, if you are a returning viewer, you'll actually know that every week when I was getting a week ahead, I would actually stuff extra money into what I call my backup bills envelope. And I was trying to get a month ahead. I only ended up getting, since I started in like the last week of February, I got $330 towards my goal, which is quite far from the $1,600. So thankfully that tax return really came through for me. But that means that I have $330 in that bills envelope that I no longer need. And I'm going to unstuff that actually and put it towards my cash envelopes. So let's go ahead and grab all of that now that I've kind of explained what's going on. We're going to go ahead and give that a count. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 57, 58, 59, 50, 1,000, 51, 50, 70, 80, 90, and 2. So 1,200 total. Perfect. Okay, so that's my 1,200. Go ahead and organize that. Perfect. Okay, and then this is my black binder just from Amazon. This has all of my cash envelopes in it. I'm gonna go ahead and take out the bills envelope that I had, and this should have $330 in it. Give that count. 51, 52, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 3, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. Perfect. Okay guys, so now that our cash is all unstuffed, our budget has been discussed, we're now going to go ahead and stuff my May bills. Like I said, that is going to be a total of $360. 1, 2, 3. So we have 1, 2, 3, 50, and 60. So I'm going to go ahead and put that into my bills envelope. And at the end of the month, when this hits my total for all my bills, I'm just going to go ahead and deposit it in one chunk to the bank. And then we're going to take out that $600 for my spending for the month. How do I want to do that? Let's do 1 and 2. 53, 54, 55, 56. Okay, so this should be 600. So 1, 2, 53, 54, 55, 50, and 6. Okay, that's me, my spending for the month of April. Okay, so that is the 600 for my spending for the month. I'm going to go ahead and sort that into the categories that I need them for. So 100 and 100 is going to go to spending. That would be Costco and Amazon. Okay, and then gas for the month was going to be 200, 51, 50, and 2. And then groceries for the month is going to be 200 as well, 51, 50, and 2. So that is a full month of bills and a full month of spending already. That's so exciting. And then from this, I'm just going to unstuff my 50 for the week for gas and groceries. So 50 from gas and 50 from groceries to go back. The rest of this money is just going to go ahead and live in this pocket in my cash envelope binder. I don't want to carry it in my wallet. And then just the 250s for gas and groceries just going to go into my wallet here. Okay. Okay, so now that bills for the month of May are stuffed and my spending for April is stuffed, we're going to get on to the sinking funds. So starting with household is getting 10 for the week. And it currently has 95. So that leaves 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100, and 105. Okay, next is personal. Personal is going to get 10. Okay, so that leaves 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, and 90. And then card maintenance, which I still don't have an envelope for. I used to have like a digital account for this, but I ended up closing down that bank account and just switching everything to my credit union just because like the fees for that bank account were insane. I have a sinking fund for it, and it just started it obviously, but I don't have an envelope for it. So it's just going in my spare envelope, which right now is my debt envelope because I'm not really focusing on debt. I was focusing on trying to get a month ahead, but now that I'm a full month ahead, I'm trying to focus on building up my emergency fund and school fund, and then I'll go ahead and try and crush debt. So a new sinking fund for us. And I'll order a new envelope to match the rest of my envelopes soon. So this one is going to get stuff for the first time and it's getting 100. Which leaves 100 in there. Next is gifts. And gifts is getting 20 this week. Okay. Gifts currently has 90, so we should have 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, and 110. Okay, and then we have travel. For travel, I'm still stuffing it, but I'm not really traveling anywhere. I did really want to go visit my best friend for her birthday. I was supposed to see her last year for her birthday, but we ended up canceling because we went into lockdown. And her birthday's in May, but I think I just might hold off and do like a belated birthday until like July or something when we both can get our vaccines, but we will see. So this week, travel is getting 20 because I really wanted it to be a 50, just an even 50. Travel is going to get 4 5s. Okay, that should be 50, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and 50. Okay, and then we have self-care, which all of the things that I would use self-care for are closed currently because I live in Ontario and we are currently in lockdown. So you can't get your hair, nails done, facials, anything like that. So self-care, we're gonna get 20. And it currently has 55. So that leaves 20, 40, 60, 65, 70, 75. I really need to hurry this up because I have to go pick up my grocery order soon. Normally I would work right after this. My second job is once again closed because of lockdown. So I'm just gonna spend the whole day like cleaning and prepping for the week, which is fine by me. Next we have school, which is a new priority for me. And school is getting 130. So 51, 20, and 30. So now we have 51, 52, 20, and 30. Okay, And like I said in the beginning, I do have $500 in my bank account for school. When this is another 5, I'll deposit it to make that 1,000, and then I'll go ahead and put an installment down for school. I enrolled to do my like post-grad courses. I am trying to get my therapy license, so post-grad is quite expensive. Yeah, so $230 in there. Down payment. And I don't know if this is going to be for down payment for a new car or a house, depending on what comes first, probably the car. So down payment is getting 10. Okay, so it had 25, so 20, 30, and 35. Right, and then Christmas. I am always the person who last minute before Christmas realizes she has no money for presents. Feel so proud of myself that I've already started this. So Christmas this week is going to get 10 and I had 30. This is the most prepared I've ever been for Christmas. So 20, 30, 35, and 40. Okay, and then savings. I have an emergency fund that's like, hello? Oh, that's my alarm to tell me my grocery order is ready. Shoot, okay, I have to hurry this on up. Okay. So I have a digital account for my savings, like emergency fund. However, it's super drained, and it's super drained because I had used it for all of my bills when layoffs happened and COVID first started last year. And that's kind of the main reason why I started this journey in the first place, because I had an emergency fund and had wiped it clean and really wanted to rebuild it. So this is my new priority. I think there's like $100 left in that account, and so I've added it to my sinking funds. Yeah, $100 left in that account. That is insane, considering it had like, I think like 5,000 in it. Okay, so this week it is gonna get $200. I think my camera turned off on me, so I'm gonna start again. So this is now sitting at 200. I think I'm going to cap it at 1,000 for the first like Dave Ramsey baby step, $1,000 emergency fund, and then focus on putting $1,000 into my car maintenance fund, and then kind of go back and forth between the two, maybe and do like $1,000 health care emergency fund. I don't know. I think that's how I'm gonna do it. Just kind of split them into different types of emergency funds. Yeah. Okay. So that is it for my sinking funds bills for May and my spending for April. Go ahead and give that a close. And that leaves us with, I believe, $40 here. And $40, like always, is going to go into my Thriving Cup. This is where I keep all of my 52 weeks challenge. So we have 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, and 40. Perfect. And as always, we're not going to count this because I want to be surprised at what it is when I do like my quarterly closeout. Okay, so that is everything this week. This is the most money I've ever cash stuffed. This is the most different I've ever done this video. So I hope it was enjoyable. I am so grateful to be a full month ahead on my bills and to have a full month of spending ready to go. I'm just going to go ahead and take my wallet back to the bank and put that $100 for my gas and groceries that I've already used away. So that is everything for this week. I hope you guys have a healthy, happy, and productive week and that you meet all of your goals. And if you do not, remember to be kind to yourself, be patient with yourself because this is a process, and just remember that you are trying your very best. Okay, guys, have a good week. I almost set all of my money on fire. Jesus. Okay.